Turning the tide for the Indian economy in 1991, Manmohan Singh, the architect of India's economic reforms, had to literally face a trial by fire to ensure widespread acceptance of his path-breaking union budget of 1991 that saw the nation rise from its darkest financial crises. Under the P.V. Narasimha Rao-led government, Manmohan Singh went through several levels of tests to ensure that his 91-92 union budget was accepted across the nation and delivered path-breaking results. India at that time was on the verge of an economic collapse, with low foreign exchange reserves and a weakened Soviet Union, which served as a cheap oil and raw material source. To resolve the nation's economic crisis, Manmohan Singh introduced economic reforms in the 1991 budget. Macroeconomic stabilization and fiscal adjustments alone cannot suffice. They must be supported by essential reforms in economic policy and economic management as an integral part of the adjustment process. Reforms which would help to eliminate waste and inefficiency and impart new element of dynamism to growth processes in our economy. Manmohan Singh had said in his budget speech at the parliament. Manmohan Singh said the key purpose of the reform process would be to increase the efficiency and international competitiveness of industrial production, to utilize for this purpose foreign investment and foreign technology to a much greater degree than we have done in the past, to increase the productivity of investment, to ensure that India's financial sector is rapidly modernized, and to improve the performance of the public sector so that key sectors of our economy are enabled to attain an adequate technological and competitive edge in a fast-changing global economy. However, to move to the other side of the budget, where things looked brighter for the Indian future, Singh had to face what people would term a trial by fire. He faced questions from the media, anger of the Congress leaders who could not digest the reforms at the parliamentary party meeting, and many other obstacles. Singh was firm on his budget. He addressed an unscheduled press conference on July 25, 1991, a day after presenting the union budget. Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, in his book To the Brink and Back, India's 1991 Story, recalled that then Finance Minister did so to ensure that the message of his budget did not get distorted by less than enthusiastic officials. Jairam Ramesh wrote that after Rao took charge of the Prime Minister's office in June 1991, fast-paced changes began to take place in the country. Ramesh, who was an aide to Rao during the initial months in office, wrote in the 2015 book that Singh explained his budget by calling it a budget with a human face. At the time, Rao had sensed the tensions among Congress leaders and promptly called a meeting of the Congress Parliamentary Party on August 1, 1991. While allowing the MPs to vent their spleen freely, the Prime Minister decided to stay away and let Singh face all the flak on his own. Later, two more meetings took place on August 2nd and 3rd, wherein Rao's presence was seen. Ramesh recounted that in the CPP meetings, the Finance Minister cut a lonely figure and the Prime Minister did nothing to alleviate his distress. Manishankar Iyer had backed Manmohan Singh's budget by saying that it aligned with Rajiv Gandhi's beliefs on what needed to be done to avert the financial crises. Giving in to the pressure from the Congress ranks, Singh had agreed to lower the 40% surge in fertilizer prices to 30%, but he decided to keep the hike in LPG and petrol prices as is. On August 4th and 5th, the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs had met twice to decide on the statement that the Finance Minister would make in the Lok Sabha on August 6th.